Hello everybody, Sharon here from Mind Healing Harmony and welcome to today's video. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been viewing my videos and I'm very grateful. So if you'd like to see more videos, please do click the like button and click subscribe. I thought I'd talk about a really good subject that's really been quite relevant to my life and what's been going on with me as I've been growing and evolving as a human being on this planet. And it's quite interesting because I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel this way about life and about where we've been going in the last 20 to 30 years because life has been changing dramatically. So personally, when I was a lot younger, I didn't really know what I wanted to do in life. I didn't really think to myself, oh gee, I want to be a racing car driver. Oh gee, I want to be a ballerina. I think a lot of us, when we were at school, a lot of us used to, especially us girls, we used to think, let's be a hairdresser. That was the most favourite one. That's the one I remember everybody wanting to be. As I went through life, I just always remember that Peter Brock, who's a wonderful racing car driver from Australia, he said that ever since he was really young, all he ever wanted to do was be a racing car driver. And he did prove himself to be one of the best in the world. And he had a fantastic life because of that. And he would not stop till he was finished. Another person is Justin Langer. You may know him from the Australian cricket team. And he has coached the Australian cricket team as well. Now, Justin, for instance, sport did not come easily to him, but he always wanted to, and his biggest dream was to play for the Australian cricket team, which he did achieve. But not all of us have an easy journey in life and all know exactly what we want to do as we go through life, and especially when we're at school. I think it's really difficult in this day and age that they're asking kids in year 10, what do you want to be when you grow up? Who knows that? Not very many, maybe 5% of the kids who are at school. Most of them are just following an education process to create, let's face it, another taxpayer. Beyond that, a lot of them just have no idea. So what they do is they mainstream and they choose whatever subjects fit in with doing a various amount of careers that they may be able to do. Now, in my life, I actually started out doing secretarial college because, everybody wanted to be a hairdresser or a secretary when I was in the education system. And I did become a secretary and I started as a typist clerk. But it wasn't my dream job, it was a job. And that's exactly what it is. And you've probably heard just over broke because that is what a job is when we're just doing a job for the money. Most of us really want to achieve. What we really want to achieve is being able to have our dream job where our heart is attached to our job. And we want to be able to do it. And it doesn't matter how much you're getting paid because you just love it. You don't do it just for the money. When it's just for the money, excuse me, it's just for survival. That's no way to live, is it? I know in my 30-year career, I'd had a lot of jobs. I worked as a typist clerk. I worked as a personal assistant and I was paid very well to be a personal assistant and I was very good at it. One skill that I always had was I was very, very good with people and people loved me and I loved people. And I used to go out partying and I used to love meeting new people, hearing what their dreams were, hearing what they did with their life, where they were going, what they wanted to do, where they wanted to travel. And I always had a wonderful energy and I've always been grateful for that energy and having the ability to share that with others. So after being a personal assistant, I also then started a Lady Remington fashion jewellery business that was owned by Victor Kiam, and that was working in direct selling. So I had a team of 30 girls. So I was training and developing people and teaching them what to do. Now I really did love that, and that really started for me working for myself. Which I continued to do for quite some time until unfortunately I had a fallout with my best friend And that was dramatic, and it was emotionally destroying at the time because we'd been the closest and bestest of buddies. But you know, you always learn something from everything that you go through in life, whether it's good, whether it's bad. And that allowed me to realize a lot of things about myself. And I had to go onward and leave Lady Remington and rebuild my life, which I did. And I then progressed to work in property development. I did some property development myself. I did property options, which is another thing that you can do. I worked as a relocations consultant for when people who would move from really big companies like Shell or Chevron, and I would show them houses that their companies would be able to rent that would fit into their criteria and what they wanted to do. I've also worked as a sales representative for a orange juice company here called Harvey Fresh, and I loved working there as well, and that was working with people, and that was working, you know, pretty much 25-30 hours per week. And then I became pregnant, I was married, and I have two wonderful children, a boy and a girl. So they're all grown up now, but they've watched me do many different things. And now I have been doing trading on the US stock market for nearly 15 years, and I have started to get into some crypto as well. So I have always found I've been open to doing different things, but in doing that, it means that I never found what was my mojo. What's your mojo? Your mojo is that job that you wake up in the morning and go, I can't wait to go to work, I can't wait to work in the office, I can't wait to be able to do and help others succeed. The other thing that I found when I was growing up and in the 90s was there was this real drive out there for success and wealth. You know, it was all about be successful. It was also about, oh, you're going to need a lot of properties, you're going to need this, you're going to need that for when you retire. We were being programmed to buy property and get more in debt. And maybe that was good for some people, but for some people it destroyed them. And they didn't end up having a very successful ending to that at all. But it was this major push by the government and by wealth creators that this is what we're going to need moving forward. You're going to need $1 million in the bank, and you're going to need this, and you're going to need that. And there was all this pressure. And I remember in the 1990s and early 2000s, I felt so much pressure. I thought, oh my gosh, we're not going to make it. Like, how are we ever going to retire? And I'm sure there's people out there who feel exactly that way now. It's like, how am I ever going to pay my house off? How am I ever going to be able to move forward with my life? How am I ever going to be free of this debt that's around my neck? I'm sure we all feel like that. But when you find life's purpose, it's not just about the money. It's also about how much you value yourself. So are you working for somebody else and getting up and dragging your feet every day to work? Or are you thinking, what else can I do? What really helps you is if you look at all the things that you love, the things that come easily to you, and then you put that into a package, or you put that to a position that may suit you, you may find that you are much more happier in your heart and in your soul. Because when we're happy and we're resonating in that way, it really helps us to move forward quickly. And all of a sudden, other problems just drop away, which is great. So one of my things, and I know I say that word, I'm going to have to work on that. So. All right. What we need to work on is, what are we doing that makes us happy? Are we going and doing a job and going, well, I'll just do this job. I'll sacrifice 5 years of my life for this job so that I'll pay the house off, or a portion of the house off. So what sacrifices are you making that's not really making you happy? Money is not everything. And later in life, I've realized that. Yes, it makes the world go around, but there are many things we can do to be self-sufficient. There are many things that we actually don't need in this materialistic world. You know, there's things that are so simple, like love, that make you happy. Outside, great weather. But we don't need the mansion house. Why do we need to prove ourselves to other people? The only person that we need to impress is ourselves. It took me a long time to work that one out. But you know, when you are true to yourself and you are truly on your line of purpose in life, you will find yourself happy and you will have a lot more peace, and a lot more that you never thought possible will be attracted to you because your energy and vibrations change. It was like me with this and what I'm doing now. I'm doing this to share with other people because I feel that I've been given this gift to share with others. And I want to help other people to be free of the chains of life that we have been given. And we deserve to be free. We deserve to breathe fresh air. We deserve to be able to do what we love. We be able to and deserve to have a home that we're happy with, that we don't feel we have to impress anybody else with. We also need to learn to love ourselves for our self-love, and for who we are and what we are, and not compare ourselves to other people. So what is your purpose? What are you good at? What do you love? Who do you love? Who do you want to share it with? These are all the things that can help you to find what your purpose is. There are so many options of being able to work for yourself in this day and age, and there are so many options that can be influential, and there's knowledge out there to help you to grow and evolve and find what your purpose is. If you're doing something that you truly, truly hate, just think about it. What am I doing? What do I like about this? What don't I like about it? Sometimes I think a list of a for and against is really good. I get an A4 sheet of paper, you cut it in half and you put for and against with a position or your life or any situation. And you just write down the positives and negatives of that scenario, and that can really help you to go, well, you know what? I need to change what I'm doing. I can do something somewhere else. So always look for what's in your heart and go with your strengths. When I talk to kids, I always say to them, whatever you're good at and what comes easily, that's obviously where you are supposed to be going. That's what you're supposed to be doing. If you're going against the grain and somebody said to you, no, you've got to go to university and you've got to get a degree and you've got to do this and you've got to do that, and you go, well, geez, I'm struggling. I'm not good at studying. Or maybe it's just a role that you don't want to do, but you're doing it for somebody else and you're not doing it for yourself. And that means you'll never have that self-gratification because you are not working on your own true purpose. So really have a think about today. What is your true purpose? Why are you here? What can you bring to your community and to the people that you know and the people that are around you and to those that you don't? What value are you bringing through your love of yourself and through your skills? I'd really like you to have a really big think about that and ask yourself these questions. I hope today's video has been really helpful for you and you've enjoyed it. If you'd like to hear more videos, please do press the like button and subscribe, because I'll be coming up with some more information to help you move along with your life and to improve your life and move forward into the world that we are moving into, which is about being true to yourself. Live life's purpose. It's the best way and the only way. Bless you all. Have a great day. Bye.